As you know, I'm Selin Karaka, marriage and relationship therapist. Welcome to the channel where we listen to your troubles.
In recent years, when relationships have started to become trendy, couples are having relationships with others and they're not hiding it from each other. They interpret the reason for this as not wanting to spend a lifetime with just one person. Is this transparency in the relationship better than secret cheating?
Both are terrible in their own way. What do you mean? Especially if they do it openly. I don't think should stay married or anything. This has nothing to do with marriage, even the word marriage. So I'm supposed to date others and spend my life with just one person. Don't get married. Are they forcing you to marry? Women want someone in their lives for security, to protect them, to be by their side, to earn the money, and to take care of them so they can have children. For every good thing, there is something in return, of course. Stay committed and avoid inappropriate situations. If you can't, commit, reconsider marriage. Even if it's your close friend, I don't want you going to their house when their husband is not home, or being at parties where you're sitting on each other's laps. But if you're thinking, am I going to always have to be with my wife, always asking for her permission to go out, then don't get married, my friend. Marriage has unwritten laws. Among those laws, it says you can't do this, you can't do that. Here I am again, coming back to my book. As I mentioned in my book, even if you're not reading it, I'm telling you, as I explained, you must absolutely remember that you are married and that your husband or wife is watching you. You shouldn't belittle them, and you shouldn't give excessive compliments to someone else's wife. These are the laws of marriage. No, I can do that too. I can do that too. After that, I'll shout, I'll call out. If it makes me angry, I might even hit. No way. When you're going somewhere, you don't explain where you're going like in the military. Or you should tell your husband or wife without them having to ask you. I'm going over there now. Today, I guess I'll do this and that. If you're a man, you should come on time at this hour. I'll call you. Or if you're a woman, today is the gold day. Or I'm going to some places in the market. I'm going to my mom's. You should say it without asking. This is not a hotel. It's unclear who is coming in and who is going out. You will explain things to each other. You should say these things without the other person asking. So am I supposed to answer everything? Yes. This is the number one truth of marriage. I no longer accept you coming home late and going out at a time when you should be with your wife and kids, except for the most unlikely emergencies. Everyone's at home. You go out for drinks with your friends once in a blue moon, but you tell your wife, we're going over there. Those are also coming. If your husband or wife doesn't want you to, if they don't like the people you're going out with, then you shouldn't go, period. I might go out, I might do it, but I don't accept spending trips separately, going out at night with your girlfriends while your husband is at home. I don't accept any of that. All of these are against marriage and togetherness. There are many more like this.
You say that there must be sex in marriage. So shouldn't a marriage where everything is perfect except for sex still continue?
You can't, for a marriage to be considered marriage, there needs to be 80% sex involved. It shouldn't always be the man who wants this. The woman shouldn't accept this as her duty either. As much as possible, the person in front of you should pretend to want it, even if they don't really want to. She needs to see this as a way to save the marriage and fulfill her duties to her husband. Oh, isn't this just hypocrisy? Is saying no, being two-faced, rejecting it, or, oh, come on, just finish it already. Oh, words like that. These words aren't nice. In marriage, sexual compatibility is also necessary. It's not just about doing it alone. They need to be compatible. If it's not working, they need to seek help from experts in this field. But let's say the woman wants it and the man doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 5. The woman has the right to be suspicious because a man by nature not reject his wife for a long time. One way or another, even the people who love each other the least are having children. You say, how come they don't love each other? What kind of child? It's like eating whatever you can find when you're hungry. But what I'm trying to explain is that if there's no sexuality in marriage, then two people sharing the same house as siblings or friends. If you're not fighting, you live as two friends. If you are fighting, you live as two enemies. What will you base your decision on here? How are you going to split the money? So are you going to just be roommates? It won't work. Having a sex life is essential. Leave comments on my YouTube channel. Keep asking your questions. Keep sharing. And don't forget to subscribe. Welcome to the channel that listens to your troubles on YouTube.
We mostly talk about jealousy from a male perspective, but shouldn't we also be wary of jealous women?
In the same way, she can't control him like that, like saying, I'm going to sit here, you turn your back and see what happens. She can't say that, but she looks at everything. Look at, if a beautiful woman is coming from across, your eyes involuntarily catch her, or you look without even thinking. Do you know her? You looked at her. Or if the man is uninterested or uninterested, make up some stories to make him jealous. Laugh. Men trying to make you jealous think you'll pay more attention, but these actions push men away. Everyone thinks that if they do these kinds of things, we'll pay more attention to them and show more interest. No, these things actually push men away. Oh, what is this? You can't talk freely next to her or with every move under control. You're still in a relationship, but you talk as if you're already in the past. The moment a woman hangs up, she'll definitely ask you, or she'll look at you like, who are you talking to? Why did you talk? How did you talk? Who is that? Why are they calling? At certain levels, the woman may be right, but you will stay away from extremes. If you marry someone like that, they'll bring trouble. Such people will trap your family and children. You can tell if someone is unstable, and such people will really try to trap your family and children in various ways, harassing them to get to you. You can easily tell if someone is mentally unstable, whether it's a woman or a man. Be very careful. Be very careful. Stay away. Be very careful. Be very careful. Stay away.
If you were to compare, which do you think is more frightening? Women's jealousy, men's jealousy?
It depends on the degree of each. There are moments when a woman can become terrifying. The man resorted to violent actions. It was about hitting, injuring, God forbid, even killing. So you see, 3, what's happening in the newspapers on the pages. On both sides, jealousy is about not trusting the other person and trying to keep them in a way that suits your own desires. It's not interest. Confuse it with that. Love is never.
Should a woman perhaps show her husband that she's possibly jealous of him? The women around him?
No, there's no need for that. You would embarrass yourself. If a man is talking to someone, asking about their conversation or eavesdropping, doesn't let him. These are just the people around. The poor woman is so jealous of her husband. This causes the poor guy to say, doesn't he see how good the man is? Stop following your husband around from where you sit. You just take a glance. Stay silent initially. Next day, calmly say, your behavior last night bothered me. Please don't repeat. But not on the way home. Not even that evening. But the next day when you've eaten, feeling calm and mentally at peace. You can say, your excessive behavior last night, constantly hanging out with them, making them laugh, and not paying any attention to me, leaving me alone, really bothered me. Please don't do it again, okay? I know you didn't hear anything or that you didn't do this on purpose. These are the bonuses you give him, but these are things that outsiders would find strange. I would prefer that you didn't do it. Please don't do that. Empathize. If I were to do something like this, if I never came to you, never looked at you, didn't care about you, I don't know, even filled my own tea, talking to others without looking at you at all, would you like that? If he doesn't go, then you tell me not to do it. The one who finishes leaves. If you subscribe to me and send your comments or questions, I'll help you in any way I can.